It says women confess their biggest secrets. These are their answers. Get into it, man.
I'm sleeping with my best friend's ex.
If this is your secret and you'd like to claim it, you can step forward on three. One, two, three.
Oh my god, bro. I'm seeing my best friend's
I
ex,
think it's
bro.
pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have anything else to share to it
Why do you want to share it today?
because I want to tell her and I just don't know how. So I figured might as well get in a video and show her. Sorry, Haley.
Ain't no way, boy.
So my last ex-boyfriend left me for another girl in my friend group. And then my current boyfriend right now was one of his friends. Talking things out, like,
I mean, but that's like breaking the code. Like that's like stuff you don't do. You don't talk to somebody. You don't talk to your partners. I mean, your homeboy, ex girl or somebody. You don't do that. Like that's off limits. Like nigga, like homeboys know that. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy.
is the best form of anything.
I helped a loved one with a credit card fraud.
Dang, boy.
So I was on Tinder one day and I was just
Tinder?
scrolling through and I see this guy. We started talking and he was just kind of joking around. I was like, what do you do for a living? He was like, I rob banks. I was like, cool. Do you need like an
What?
assistant? And he was like, yeah. And I met up with him and he was for real. He was like, hey, help me and we'll make like 5K a day, blah, blah, blah. I was like sick with it. I'm trying to quit my job. I hate it there. Turns out he was a meth smoker. And I was like, cool, you know, do your thing, whatever. And I ended up getting secondhand high off of it. And I didn't realize that that's what was going on. I was just like, oh, this guy is cool, you know, he's a rapper and he got a Tesla. Oddly enough, the way that I got out of it was he ghosted me. And his name is Donovan. If you ever see him, tell him I
Yeah, she said that nigga name, bro.
said I better not catch him in the street.
Girl, you go.
What made you want to choose sharing the secret today?
To avoid any girls going through what I went through, I was stupid enough to do it, you know?
Like, bro, you text a guy on Tinder, bro. He said he robbed banks for a living. You steady proceed to text this man, bro. Like, what you expect, bro?
It's a shame. No one should go through that.
You put yourself through it.
I don't feel like I'm going to go to heaven when I die.
Yeah, who believe that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just nervous. Oh no, I feel like I'm about to start crying. I was in a church for like 4 years, and I don't know. I felt like I was there, and I found a family, but it just felt like I was there for people. When I decided to leave, that was like the first thing that reminded me was that once I left the church, I left God, and when I leave God, that means I'm going to hell. And part of me kind of believes them. Like I don't deserve.
They don't necessarily believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think that, like, bro. You don't have to go to church in order to like have a relationship with God. All the other things, bro. Everybody find God in their own way, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go to church, bro.
A spot in heaven because I don't do anything to build my place there, if that makes sense. Sorry.
Dang you, bro.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
I'm sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry for.
We're here with you.
Okay.
What helped me was thinking and knowing that there is something out there. There is a God, there is a heaven, or whatever you want to believe in, but nobody can tell you what it is. But you know, you're not alone.
Thank you.
You know.
I'm in love with my best friend, but I don't want to risk losing our friendship.
I'm in love with my best friend. Oh, hey, bro.
Alright, the author has decided not to claim the secret, but if you would like them to know that they're not alone, you may step forward on 3, okay? 1, 2,
It gotta be her, bro. She looking around nervous.
3.
This happened. I had met my friend in 7th grade, and I fell in love with him. And since I was a girl and she was a girl, I didn't let her know, only to then get outed. My mom found out. My family found out. I remember walking past her and just not talking to her. I forgave her over time, but the funny thing is that she did end up dating another girl in college. So, so that's friendships for me. Yeah.
Ain't no way, boy.
I've been married for 6 years and I'm still a virgin.
Wait, what? Please come out. I need to see this. Ain't no way, bro. You been married for 6 years. He ain't crap now. Oh my god. Wait, so what? No, we gonna hear up.
It's really embarrassing. I have been married to my husband for 6 years, and we, I have never had sex. I have a very skewed, a very skewed view on sex. A lot of sexual abuse. I never had a healthy view of sex. I never got the chance. And then, you know, through a little bit of therapy, because I am Christian, this whole time there's this big view of like, this big lie of like, you need to save yourself for marriage, you know? And then on your wedding night, like, that's it. And then I got married. And on my wedding night, like, that didn't happen. And I was like so ashamed. And my my family, God bless them, but they, you know, made comments of like, you know, because I want my kid's name to be Gracie, like, when are we gonna see little Gracie around? Like, and so I have a lot of pressure. And my husband, most amazing dude in the world, he's been so patient. And I feel guilty all.
He in there for 6 years, bro. He ain't, and he's like, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know.
The time I feel guilty, and I'm like, man, he should be with someone else, because I can't give him that. I hope I get there, because I want to have kids. So,
she got so she got like trauma behind like sexual things, so it's kind of hard for her to open up in that way.
so bad,
Makes sense.
because it's like, how come everybody else gets to do this, but I can't? It's just not fair. That's it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, can we move her?
So they all so they all married too, or are they still like, I don't know, it's weird.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Gross.
Don't be sorry. It's what you're feeling, honestly.
Love, sex is not love. Love is something completely different. And if you didn't prove that today, I don't know what will. So I've been married for the past 6 years, and nobody in my family knows. I've never had sex with my partner. I don't want to cry.
Damn, bro.
Our marriage is based out of friendship, and it's solely that. It means the world to you, right? My parents are gonna kill me. I decided to keep it a secret because it's easier to live without people telling you what's right and what's wrong.
Yes.
Sex, you can have it with anybody, but love, you only find one. And if people understood that connections come with mind, come with feelings, sex wouldn't be viewed as such a necessary thing to make a connection with someone. And if you never conceive it, believe best now he loves you more than what sex would have brought him.
Nah, for real though.
For everything.
I would say you guys changed my life.
We love you.
Just knowing I'm not alone.
I once stayed in a relationship because my partner said that I was the reason she wasn't going to kill herself.
Wait, my partner said I was the reason she wasn't going to kill herself. That's crazy.
When I was 14 and just starting high school, I was doing a lot of theater. Yeah, I had a little sparkling of a showmance.
That's a crazy thing to say, bro. Your partner said you the reason I was gonna kill myself. Like that's crazy, bro.
I was the only person keeping her from killing herself. And as a 14-year-old, like, you know, you don't know really what to do in that situation when you're handling things.
Cause she must be a great friend there for her not to kill herself, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I applaud her, man. That's
so heavy
great.
that you've just never dealt with before, and I completely destroyed my relationship with my family.
That's a
like
big
I
statement,
just
bro.
risked it all for this person. I felt the obligation to protect them and to care for them and to be their, you know, safety vest. Yeah.
They were my first boyfriend. I was 14, they were 17. And it was really hard because I felt that I was tied to them, you know? And being 14, I just thought, like, well, I have to stay with this person.
I kind of did the same thing, but I felt like I did it more out of pity. There was a saying that kind of like stuck with me for a long time, and it was the whole, you can lead a camel to water, but you can't force it to drink. You can only help someone so much, and then you have to walk away. You can't die because someone else is dying in front of you, you know?
Right.
So.
In middle school, I was bullied for being sexually assaulted, and rumors spread saying that I wanted it.
What? Man, that's crazy, bro.
When I was a little girl, I became... Whew, this is harder than I thought. Whew. I became entangled in a friendship that very shortly became very unhealthy, quite fast. The whole relationship just ruined how I saw my body and just my interactions with people in general.
And then at a young age too, that's in middle school, bro. Like she ain't even all the way even developed yet. Bro.
When I got to middle school, I had a crush on this guy who was so cute. When you see somebody, you can see that they've shared a similar experience. I saw that in this boy, and he was like the first person who I like kind of confided in to tell. I was like, oh my God, finally somebody who has this understanding. I feel like a breath of fresh air, like I can do this. And the next day, the whole school knew about what had happened to me in detail. And I was bullied really, really bad because the sexual assault happened by a woman, which was seen so differently of like she wanted it, like she wanted it to happen because it wasn't a man, and my life just became ruined after that experience. And it was like that was like the dark doom that like started my life kind of falling apart. But that whole experience
Dang, that is
really
crazy, bro.
traumatized.
It's not crazy. You really don't hear a girl doing that, but you usually hear like a guy. But it's
And affects me to this day, and it's something that I continue kind of to go through.
So personally, I was physically abused by women, so I understand where you're coming from. I'm so sorry that, you know, it became like this big old thing in your life where it's like you felt like you couldn't escape it.
Thank you.
When I was 20, I got an abortion without telling my parents.
oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm 22 now. I had an abortion with my ex-boyfriend at the time. So I'm no longer with that partner, and I'm not gonna lie, he did say that afterwards. After he got me pregnant, he mostly saw me as a friend than a girlfriend, which is like such a dog.
What, bro? That's what he's saying, bro. Females pick the wrong guys, bro. That's all I'm just saying. I'm just come out and say they pick the wrong guys every time. And it's honestly really sad that they gotta go through that, man. But hey, I guess you attract what's inside you, man.
Dog thing to say, I don't know. Like, if you're watching this, oh, sorry, I might want to cut that.
I ain't gonna lie, she going crazy. I ain't lie, she went crazy, bro.
Thing to say, I don't know. Like, if you're watching this, oh, sorry, I might want to cut. I'm thankful to be living in California and to have access to the services despite having gone through the experiences of being heckled outside the Planned Parenthood. And the day after my abortion, I ended up going to the ER. I had to do an ultrasound that was an internal ultrasound, and my technician told me that it would have been easier to keep the baby than to have gone through with all that I was going through, which was really not what I needed to hear in that moment. Regardless, I was able to get through it, and I was able to patch up my relationship with my family, and more than anything else, they were sad that they couldn't have been there for me going through it all. I'm saying this now because I hope I can help someone else feel a little less alone, and that this is okay to go through. There's no shame in it.
Dang, bro.
Thank you guys for being you.
That's the end of the video? Right? That's not the end. Women empowerment, man. Love to see it. Women empowerment. After everyone had left, one woman came back to share her experience. She didn't want to do it in front of everybody.
My secret was I was molested by a close family member, and I cannot forgive him. My dad was very abusive to my mom and to us, and it was the night before New Year's, and he had just gotten out of jail. It just didn't help the fact that we shared a room. So when he did what he did, it shattered my life entirely. It made me run away from my home several times because I was fearing every time he got out, released from jail, that he would do the same thing over and over again. And I feel so alone because I have half of my family blaming me for not saying anything. And I have another part of my family who are clueless and love him or just protect them. And it hurts me to this day knowing that I can't step into that house without being scared. I felt like I had to share this because if I didn't share it here, I would have never spoken up about it. I don't have the guts to talk to them in person because I don't want anything to happen to them while I'm there. And I know that's selfish, but I feel like I at least deserve that peace and that tranquility in my life, even if it's alone.
And like, he's on very emotional, man, for the females and something like that. But if we get to the comment section, man, see what the comments got to say. Oh yeah, the bank robbery one was insane, and she actually felt, and she actually went along with that. It's crazy, bro. But this is like a good like woman empowerment situation, like a you know what I'm saying? Like it was a good way to like connect, you know what I'm saying, share their experiences together and things like that. But shoot, hope you got like a video, man. It was a good video. I like this one. See y'all tomorrow, man.